SeaStars, it's Miss Ivy, your school counselor. It's a very special time because last week we celebrated Veterans Day and this week is World Kindness Week. Let's start off by hearing some of our CB SeaStar teachers tell us a little bit about Veterans Day.
Thank a veteran and celebrate them in your family or community for their service or by telling them how much you appreciate what they have done for you.
Hey guys, Veterans Day is a day to honor the people who have served our country.
Veterans Day is a day to celebrate the people who have fought for our freedom. Hey everybody, you can celebrate a veteran in your family or community by making a card and delivering it to that special family member, or by just saying thank you for your service. Those little words go a long way for veterans in your family and community.
Veterans Day is a day to honor the men and women who have served our country in one of the following branches: Air Force, Army, Marines, Coast Guard, Navy, Space Force, or National Guard. We want to thank all of our veterans for their daily sacrifices. Let's show some extra kindness today to our veterans since it is also World Kindness Day.
Thank you, CB SeaStar teachers, for those important perspectives on Veterans Day. Now let's hear a few more nuggets of information about Veterans Day.
Number 11, your order is ready. Fries, soda, 6-piece nuggets. Number 11, prepare for the best nuggets in history.
It's time for Nuggets of Information. Let's talk about Veterans Day. Do you know what Veterans Day is? Veterans Day is a special day where we celebrate all soldiers, whether they're actively serving or retired, who've served this country. Not to be confused with Memorial Day, which is a special day where we remember and honor those soldiers who lost their lives in the service of our nation. Did you know there are now 6 branches of the U.S. military? The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, and the newest branch, the Space Force. They exist to defend our freedoms and keep us safe here on the land, on the sea, in the sky, and even way, way up above it, in the stars. The first Veterans Day was November 11th, 1918, the day World War I ended. In 1919, over 100 years ago, President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed November 11th as a day to honor our veterans. It was originally called Armistice Day because it was the day Germany and the United States signed the Armistice Agreement. An armistice is when enemies agree to stop fighting. That makes Veterans Day a celebration of peace. The name was officially changed to Veterans Day in 1954 by President Dwight Eisenhower, so that it included veterans of all wars, not just World War I. Other countries recognize this day too. Australia and our neighbor to the north, Canada, also honor veterans on November 11th, but they call it Remembrance Day. Great Britain celebrates Remembrance Day, but they do it on the Sunday closest to November 11th. All of our soldiers fought side by side in the First and Second World Wars. It's very important to recognize the sacrifice and bravery of our soldiers. Without them, this country might be very different, and we might not enjoy the freedoms that we do today, including cheeseburgers. Those are good. So if you see a veteran or if someone in your family served in the military, make a point to thank them for their service. You don't even have to wait until Veterans Day. It's always a good day to tell a soldier thank you. Every one of us owes our veterans a lot.
Number 11!
Uh-oh, gotta run! This has been Nuggets of Information, Veterans Day edition. See you all again soon. And remember to thank a veteran today.
Whoa, those nuggets are spicy today. Order number 11!
Carolina Beach Elementary SeaStars would like to thank the members of our military in all of the branches, both past and present. Last week, we had some very special veterans in our building who shared about their experiences in the military. We also heard from our very own Miss Shandy Black, who was in the Coast Guard, and we even had 2 veterans join us by Zoom from the country of Japan. How cool is that? As you can tell by all of the smiles in the pictures, we were really excited to have these special guests on our campus this week and hear their stories about how they protected our freedom. Today, as we begin celebrating World Kindness Week, Miss Becca Lynn is back to share a very special story with us called The Star Keeper by Faith Pray. Let's listen in and figure out how we can promote kindness within ourselves, within each other, and within our world.
Hello. I am so excited to share with you this book called The Star Keeper. This book was written and illustrated by Faith Pray. I think this is a really awesome example of kindness for Kindness Week. The Star Keeper. On the back, it says, one small act of kindness leads to another and another. The world had been dark for a long time, rainy, lonely, dark. Every morning, the girl fed the fish and waited for things to be different. But every morning, the world stayed the same. On one especially wet day, the girl got tired of waiting. She made an enormous wish. She wished the lonely dark away. What was this? A star! It was beautiful and warm and perfect. She longed to keep it for herself. But the girl could tell that the star didn't want to be kept hidden. It needed the girl to help it shine. Over here, she found the star. And then over here, the star needs to shine. Surely the best place for a star to light up the world, she thought, was someplace grand. But the people in the fancy house were busy. They didn't even want to stop and see the star. The girl and the star felt small. Next, the girl tried taking it to the shops. Shopkeepers are sensible, the girl figured. Maybe they would know what to do. But even though she knocked and knocked, the door stayed shut. The girl and her star shivered. Finally, the girl took the star to the center of the village. Maybe someone there would be able to help. But no one seemed interested. The star was gloomy now, shrinkier, wilted. The girl felt it too. By now, the star was as small as a smudge, and the world felt the same. I must not be very good at taking care of stars, thought the girl. Perhaps I should forget my wish. Someone else could try to help it shine. She found a perfect spot for giving up. Only someone was already there. Two someones. Maybe there was something the girl could do. It was a very small thing. She shared her sweater and a tiny piece of the star. Now the star seemed rounder, shinier, glowy. Maybe, thought the girl, there were lots of small somethings she could do with the star. The girl and the star went everywhere. Each time she found something to do or someone to help, the girl broke off a bit of the star. And each time, the star grew. Maybe she did know how to be a star keeper. Because it did shine, not all at once, not in a grand way, but in tiny sparks that warmed and flamed. And joined stars upon stars upon stars that chased away the lonely dark. And the world was different. So all the stars. It's the author there in the back. So in the Star Keeper, the girl learned to share her star by sharing from herself. Right? She shared her sweater, some bread, flowers, and even smiles. She gave away kindness, and she found out that being kind made that star shine. And then people in her village found out that they had stars to share too. And so some of them were sharing food and music, friendship, books. So we each have stars that shine brighter when we share them. Some stars that might seem small, like maybe helping around the house, maybe like matching up socks, or even doing something small like saying thank you. And then some stars might be colorful, like drawing pictures or writing letters for someone. So think about, what is a way that you can share your star with the world? I hope you enjoyed this book. See you soon. Go.
We value our relationships by helping everybody, being kind to everybody, and accepting people no matter what.
We value our environment by cleaning up the beach. This is how you can value yourself. You can, if you accidentally hurt someone's feelings, you shouldn't try so hard to make everyone else happy. You should also try your best to make yourself.
And go.
Wash your hands because you don't want to get sick.
And that's how we value our future, right?
And that's how we value our future.
Good job.
This is how you value our future. Be very safe and don't listen to others if they tell you to do something not safe.
And many thanks to our SeaStars for discussing how we can share our stars every day as we thrive to make a 5-star difference in our classrooms, in our communities, and in our homes. Have a great day, SeaStars.